What's up, guys? It's Sound of Culture. I'm Xavier.
I'm May.
You guys have seen May before. Jaden couldn't make it, so we have her as a guest, and we have another guest who hopefully is coming later.
Yeah.
So today's episode is Eternal Sunshine, the deluxe version by Ariana Grande. Some background. Ariana Grande Butera was born on June 26, 1993 in Boca Raton, Florida. When she was a child, her parents got divorced and she became closer with her mother. All her life, she has been in show business, even singing in the Star Spangled Banner at a professional hockey game at the age of 8. She would also do lots of musicals at the Fort Lauderdale Children's Theater. In 2009, she was casted in the Nickelodeon show Victorious as the character Cat Valentine, who would also appear in the spin-off show Sam and Cat. This show would let her become a teen idol. However, she wanted to focus more on her music career, and during her time on the show, she had to wear a lot of red dye, which would heavily damage her hair. Eventually, she would release her first album titled Yours Truly, an R&B record that was influenced by 1950s doo-wops and was a big success. She then would be very successful, having 6 other albums and winning 2 Grammys, also being casted as Glinda in the Wicked movie, or should I say live action movie?
No, because it's a Broadway play. So.
Okay. Eternal Sunshine is Ariana Grande's 7th studio album, which is titled after the 2004 film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The album was a lot more emotionally vulnerable than her previous work, which lots of critics enjoyed, with 3 of the songs even being nominated for a Grammy. So, me personally, I am a very big fan of Ariana Grande, and I have listened to this album many times, a lot of the songs on the album. I personally really enjoy it. What are your thoughts?
I haven't listened to the entire album. I haven't listened to a lot of her work. Anything that got really, really popular I've listened to, but I've never been super invested in her at all.
Alright. We're gonna come back with our thoughts and hopefully a third person. Back from our listening. We have our third guest with us, Liam.
How's it going on?
Can you give us real quick to set your vibes, your top 3 artists right now?
My top 3 artists, Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, and sometimes Jay-Z.
Is that the specific order? It doesn't have to be.
No, they're interchangeable. Right now it's Kendrick Lamar because I'm white.
Okay, let's start with the intro, End of the World.
Yeah.
You can start.
We have some notes here.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for this. Let me get my phone open. So this song, I liked this song more than most of the other songs in the album. It was more musical, I found. And it also kind of sets the tone of the album, because it's the opening. She's more direct in this song, and she's more direct in the whole album, which I think is, a prominent part of it as a whole. That's what I have to say. There you go.
Yeah, I said it's very melodic. It's a good intro to what the album is going to be about, breakups, just wanting to be back with people. It's just a good way to introduce the audience to what they're getting into. She did a very good job with that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it was an introduction.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Controversial take.
I don't really have the best things to say, because I would say that it sounds like the rest of the next 6 songs. Which isn't
that
bad.
Low-key, she's not wrong. She's not wrong, folks. She's not wrong.
The note that I have is that it sounds like her song.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's definitely very
absolutely
her-coded. In that she has that high-pitched voice that's very dreamy, which is her style, and then just but she's just kind of saying words.
I definitely think, now that I look at this album in a critical sense and not just a listening sense, it sucked a lot more than I thought it did.
Yeah. I'm not a huge Ariana Grande person. I can appreciate her writing and her lyrics. The songs were not as good, in my opinion. I think the first song sets it up, and she has a great vocal range, and she really uses that in the first song. And as the album goes on, she doesn't.
So we're gonna move on to the song "Bye."
Okay, sorry.
Continue.
Okay. She uses her vocal range fully in the intro, which is a pretty short song. It's about a minute long. And then she goes into Bye, and Bye is more mellow. The whole album flows, but it kind of flows in energy, I think. In the beginning, it's very energetic, and then she kind of goes through what she's thinking as the album goes on, and she just gets more and more sad, which I think is, one of the points of the album.
I do feel like up until Eternal Sunshine, it just feels like the same exact song.
I agree.
Yeah. Dare I say even longer than that? But Bye felt very repetitive, and I didn't like it was not very smooth. Like the lyrics on it, I was just like, it was just Bye. It like okay, in sync.
Ooh. All right.
But it was a little bit more upbeat. And now that I know the context of why it was made, I did ask you as to the context behind the album, and you said I don't know.
Can I give the context?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a song, not a song. There's a movie called Eternal Sunshine, something, and it's about two lovers who live in a dystopian world, and they have the ability to get their memories erased if there's a really bad memory or bad experience they have. So two people go through a really bad breakup, and then they decide to both completely forget each other, and then they fall back in love. I think that's basically the center point of this whole album is what do you do if you want someone but you can't have them? It's a wanting and a needing. And Ariana Grande doesn't usually go through this part. She just sings, go back to what's the Tears song? No More Tears Left to Cry, whatever that is. She skips right over the breakup. She's just beginning, relationship, the messy part completely cuts out, and then no tears left to cry. Like it's whatever. And I think this album is addressing that middle point, which she doesn't usually address, which I find kind of cool.
I think we should watch that movie.
It's kind of butt.
Oh,
It's kind of.
but
We can tonight.
Doesn't Jim Carrey star in it?
Yeah. Yes.
He's
He's the good part. He's
Okay.
the good part. But we can watch the movie tonight.
Let's move on into "Don't Want to Break Up Again."
Mm.
Do you have thoughts?
But not very good. I get it. I get what she's trying to say. And again, in this one, she's alluding back to the movie Eternal Sunshine, something. Don't Want to Break Up Again. She's bringing more emotional aspects to the album, but I don't think she does it very well. I think she's still very energetic. And then it's starting to die off and starting to taper off towards the end of this. It just sounds like one song.
Yeah.
It just, the first 4 or 5 songs just sound like one song, and they're kind of all over the place. I get what she's saying, and from a purely lyrical standpoint, I like it. I really do. Musically, and again, this is a project album. She claimed this was like her project album, which is scary for any artist because that means like you're not paying full attention to it. But I don't know. I feel like these first couple songs could have been dissected more and given more attention within each one.
Yeah, I wrote something down and then erased it and didn't replace it with anything.
Okay, well, why'd you talk then? This was the Don't Want to Break Up Again, right?
Yeah.
So, again, all the songs are starting to sound the same, and it's like the same story over and over again, where, like, now with the context of the movie, it makes a little bit sense where she's in love with him, and then she's breaking up with him, but it also, like, felt like, I have to say I did not like the lyrical motion, like, at all. Like, everything felt awkward and weird and, like, not very smooth, and it was just like she's just kind of speaking
like it was a project album, guys. Lock that in. Project album.
Like, I don't have anything against it. It's just like there was no smoothness to it, and it didn't really feel like it. It wasn't a good story. Like there was no good storytelling within it.
I would like to say quickly, just in a lot of her other albums, she collaborates with a lot of other artists, which is why she's so popular. This one, as I'm reading some of the written bys, it's a lot less. It's like 4 or 5 people in it, and most of those are like DJs and making like the actual beats within it. I think this is all her, like, I don't even know. She's one of
her feelings.
Yeah, her feelings. She's just trying to express it and get it out there, and I don't think she's the smartest. So I don't think her trying to get this out there is working as well as she thinks it is.
It kind of feels like a lot of these songs could have been put into one song.
Yeah, no.
Like
to add on to Liam's point about her doing this by herself. I mean, you look at all of her other songs, she has like
Mhm.
tons of features on them. This song, the only people who aren't her you hear are her grandma, I think, on
Which
Nana.
is, I think that's really cute though.
That is,
and
I
then
like that. I like, folks.
whoever-
I
I would
like
say,
that.
I have to say, once we got into the deluxe version, it was less about like
Mhm.
love, and I think that made me more like interested in it because I was less like, okay, like this isn't about you and your love story, like no one cares. Like this is actually about you and like what you're doing as like an artist and a woman.
Yeah. And then I actually gotta search this up. We hear someone on what's it called? Saturn Return, whatever the interlude was. Let me look up who that is. We hear.
While he's doing that, I'll give a little bit of context. This is one of the few songs that I looked into that I was like, wow, she's actually trying to say something intelligent here. Saturn is referring to the rotation of Saturn around the Earth, which takes around 29 years, which is the same time, coincidentally, as most people's midlife crisis. She's trying to show the pains of growing up, how she thinks she's an adult, and how by the time you're 29, you think you got everything figured out. And then something like a bad breakup or a bad loss of a family member, that hits you like a truck. And even though you're 29, even though you're an adult, this setback can be detrimental to you, which I think is cool. I think it's a good little tidbit, but still not a good song.
The Saturn Returns interlude is probably my favorite part of Saturn of this album. Is my favorite part. I think.
Are you done talking?
No.
Okay.
But you're pointing. So I think the only problem is that in itself, it felt odd within the context of the rest of the album. Like it felt very outside of everything else. It didn't really connect.
So the person talking is Deanna Garland. Specifically, this is Deanna Garland is a YouTube creator who talks about horoscopes and is a astrological counselor on YouTube. In specific, she samples the YouTube video called "Why 29 Years Old is an Important Age." Ariana was 30 when this happened.
As I said before, folks, 29 years is how long it takes for Saturn to rotate around the sun.
Yeah.
5.
Exactly. Last thing I want to point out, sorry, real quick. This song is 42 seconds long. I think it's the shortest song on the album. Exactly, it's an interlude. But why is the interlude the best part of the album?
That's what I was saying. That's what I said while we were listening. I was like, the interlude's the favorite part.
Of heat.
It was. I think the interlude's like I would say, personally, it's all like there's not a lot of dimension to a lot of these songs, and that having that voiceover that added a lot of dimension that's you're not really seeing until the deluxe.
Okay, that's a good take.
To me, the interlude is good, but it disappoints me because like she's talking about like wake up, dude. You gotta wake up and lock in. But the rest of the album, she doesn't lock in. She just keeps spewing on.
I like
and
that.
I'm like,
I like that take. I thought you were gonna go to that. I thought you were gonna go to the place of like lock in, and then like she actually did, but she didn't. That's good. That's a good take. That's a good take.
if anything, the interlude should have been later, and she should have made more songs about her lock in moment.
I feel like the interlude would have been better after, like at the end of the deluxe. Like if the whole album was one.
If they replaced this extended intro, with the
because then it's like everything's Okay.
All right, and last little tidbit here. During preliminary research into this album, Ariana Grande said that this album is exactly as long as it needs to be, and she's not fluffing it up. I think this interlude is an example of her fluffing it up, and it's the best fluff actually in the entire thing. I think her interludes, low key, are the best parts of the song, or the best part of the album. Just say that. Okay, bye.
Okay, so now we move on to the self-titled "Eternal Sunshine" or title track. I mean.
I'm just gonna go first because I thought the lyrics were bad. It was a different start. I did notice it was a different start, but it was just the same thing again. It just sounded so similar to others. And then the cheating thing was really ironic because she's with a man who cheated on his wife for her. An ugly.
Do you know about that?
Yeah. Is this the controversy of her
of dating like the ugliest man in the world?
Which like when this first came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, she addressed it," but like I feel like she addressed it in like 2 songs, and none it wasn't in any of the other ones.
And she's not really addressing it; she's just kind of vaguely talking about it.
She's just kind of like,
now
he's on my chest in your bedroom.
So now we play our separate scenes. Now he's laying in your bed, laying on my chest. Now I'm in my head. Brilliant.
That confused
one-
me.
that was-
What are we saying in
Because
that
wasn't she
line?
talking about?
What are we saying? What are we doing? She's trying to be deep here, fellas, and it's not working as well as I think she thinks it
she's
is.
just not very good with words. I think I understand where her message is coming from, but she's just not good with words in this album.
Oh yeah, and this part of the song where just like says like one or two simple things.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like okay.
Like I was trying to think
Sunshine
like something.
won't break.
That's like
shake.
that's like what's his like from South Park
Yeah.
the Lord guy yeah where he just says stuff and then puts it in the reverb, like all of that stuff. That's what that reminds me of.
Next song is Supernatural, which before we start, this was my favorite song before the deluxe, just because of the like beat and everything. I just think the chorus was really good and it just hooked me into it.
Not fuck with that. I also think this song meant a little bit more than the other songs because she's being less direct. I feel like in a lot of her songs, she's directly saying what she's thinking, trying to be deep. I feel like in this song, she's letting it be more open and more in the air, which I think allows it to be more openly enjoyed, if that makes sense.
I didn't like this one.
Oh, you're stupid.
It was musically, I found it had a bit more dimension, but it was probably my favorite out of all of them at the point. Out of all of the ones so far, it was probably one of my more favorite ones. It was lyrically better, but I hated that she was like, "This is a true story," and I was like,
That's the next one.
Wait, we're at Supernatural.
Cooked.
My bad. Oh yeah, this one was flat and uninteresting. The lyrics were a little bit better, but
Why were they better?
there was just like
Because they're more open to interpretation. That's why, folks.
I would say there's that, but then she does say like it's like supernatural, like her love is supernatural, and I was like, that's not very good. That again, the lyrics were just like fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Are you
Sorry, I didn't do my daily snaps. Okay, locked.
Okay. Yeah. But then the true story was probably one of mine.
This is like her direct
That was loud.
my bad, response to the controversy. I feel like all she said was just like, shut up.
Which is like kind of fair, like it's no one's fucking business.
Yeah.
But also is she okay? Like, what? Have we seen pictures of him? Can you like edit that in?
Hold on, let me pull it.
Pictures?
Are they even still dated?
I hope.
What was the guy's name?
Barnaby?
Barnaby?
Looked like he'd be Barnaby.
No, I want the movie. Give me the cast.
Give me the cast.
You just look at redhead. That.
You whispered that, but you brought the mic closer.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about it.
There's an actual wicked redhead. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Wait, let's get into it.
A little bit of ASMR in the meantime.
Ethan
Slater. Oh yeah.
What do we do? They're not going to be able to see that.
Yeah. Take that up.
Oh, he's banned.
The page isn't allowed.
He's just really bad. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm being mean because he did cheat on his wife. So
Okay. I don't think she's addressing this because just take a little side quest here. Mr. Beast in his controversy, he took the absolutely brilliant PR move of just never talking about it ever.
yeah.
I think she's pulling the same thing. So I don't think these
I don't know
songs
if she-
are about
As a
him.
woman, I don't think she can do that. So I would say that they are.
I also didn't think she cares like at all because she's like a millionaire.
Well, also she had everything to do with Wicked, where she just like lost a bunch of weight, and like everybody was like freaked out about that. And then her whole like girl romance with Cynthia, which was also, and then people just didn't like Wicked, so
Wait, I thought people loved Wicked.
it was like a 50-50 show.
I meant more people who loved it.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen anything.
Next song.
Okay. So these next two songs, "The Boy Is Mine" and "Yes and," I believe they were the only two singles for this album. You can definitely tell they were though.
Oh yeah, they were those they were hits. First of all,
let me check the credits.
Both of them had more dimension, depth, and like a nice mood. Yes and was about like self-love and just like it was so much more personal than the rest of them. Except actually, can you guys shut up?
I can't see that.
Like I think.
Keep talking.
Oh my god. Okay, so like yes, and it was definitely it was just different, and it was, like the lyrics were better. Everything about it felt more personal to her. At least like it felt like it was more like I was able to connect to it more.
Yes.
And yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Bring up the brilliant point of True Story. If you go down to the bottom, it says written by Ariana Grande and Max Martin, and that's it. And it's definitely known because the song is kind of shallow, I'd say. Next song, who wrote that?
"The Boy Is Mine." Two other people.
Yep, exactly. More people on there, more minds thinking about it, and that's why it's better.
Although "Eternal Sunshine" had the same general amount of people, that might no matter.
I don't
that
think
might be false.
that has anything to do with it.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to be fake deep here. Like Ariana Grande. Oh!
Okay, it's true that True Story had less, but it's not the
No
same.
matter.
But
matter.
"The Boy Is Mine," I thought I think it's just I wish it like that one I feel like would be the most amount of things later. No.
When I first heard that, I felt like she was like low-key predating someone.
Bad take. It's alright.
Wait.
Because she's talking about like in the song, isn't it like I'm gonna hold on? Let me find these lyrics.
Maybe it was in a different song than you. It's alright. No, what I took away from this is the lines like I take full accountability for all these tears, all of the pain that she's caused from being her and being open with other people is kind of what's causing the people around her to feel pain. So "The Boy's Mine," her need for people.
I can't wait to try him. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think "The Boy Is Mine" is more about her being like lustfully
freaky.
Yeah.
Never mind, folks. Just kidding.
But it could also mean that like she is fighting like when you say I take full accountability, she's like defending like she's like this guy's mine, he's not yours. Like F off.
What the? Why is she Catwoman?
Why not?
Yeah, why not, bro?
Wait.
What's going on right now?
I can't mute it. Whatever.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, but I would say this boy, "The Boy Is Mine," is just I like the beat.
That's fine.
It is a nice change of pace from what the rest of the album is.
It is.
It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you a little.
It's almost like an interlude within an interlude.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
And then I did Yes and
Yes, and it's much more of like a dancing type of song.
It's very like self-love, and I like that. I like when she does the self-love, like I'm rich, what are you gonna do about it? I like when she does that.
Some people don't. Some people do.
Are you one of the people who don't?
I like the song. I do think it is a change of pace. I don't like the song because it's kind of upfront. It's kind of boring in my opinion. But really no matter. And I feel like we already know that in the back of our head that she's rich and she's not gonna.
Yeah, but
we're not gonna do anything about it.
Like, yeah, but in this one she's like
continue,
challenging people. She's like.
If I continually state that I have a driver's license, does that mean I can drive better or more efficiently?
Probably.
No. It means I like sharing.
Well, I think
her sharing
she's addressing.
What are you gonna do about it? Is almost like, why do you have to prove that to me?
Well, maybe it's like I don't think it's meant for you. I think it's meant for like
the haters.
Yeah, because she does get a lot of hate. It's not just because she's a woman, but she's also done a lot of controversial stuff, especially with her skin. So I
heard it here first.
You guys haven't heard of Black Yana?
Yeah, I've heard it.
We're not talking about it on the podcast.
Let's move on to "We Can't Be Friends."
Oh, not a good song.
I kind of forget this song.
I Was not a huge fan. Hey, that's just me. That's just me.
This one made me sad, but
Oh, I did. This is one of the ones where she was definitely very emotionally vulnerable. One of the ones.
I'm trying to think if this is the song or not. I listened to a person who gave an outside opinion of this album, and I don't know if it was this song exactly, but oh, sorry.
it made me sad. I think I don't
Yeah.
like.
I think this song is almost explaining. It's asking the question, "Why can't we be friends?" or "We can't be friends," but it's also like literally explaining it. And I think what she's trying to bring in here is more of the secret aspect. I think it's this song and "I Wish I Hated You." That if you open yourself up to another person and you allow your secrets to be open with them, you can't take those back. And there's
Yeah.
no way to have a functional relationship with that person again after they know all of that about you.
Yeah.
There's no way to reconcile something just regular, like a friendship, if they already know those secrets. That's what I brought out of it. I thought that was kind of cool. And I did like this song a little bit better. I like the music. It was more musical.
That, like, We Can't Be Friends and I Wish You Hated You. I loved the story for both of them. They definitely were connected, and We Can't Be Friends.
That's Glaze.
We Can't Be Friends just had more depth, and the lyrics were good. The only thing I have to say is I Wish I Hated You just was boring, like very just boring.
She's a hater.
I wish I hated you. I said nothing. Okay.
I think we were busy
Who-
talking
yeah.
during that. Actually, we were
running a podcast?
We-
are running a podcast. You are the backup.
no, I was distracting him during that time quite a lot. I was bored, so
I think
Is
I.
that why you like the song? Because you weren't listening to it?
probably. No, that was I Wish I Hated
Oh,
You.
I wish I hated you. This is a song. I believe. Hold on, let me go to it. I'm gonna mute real quick. That part, she's crying, so it's like.
Wish I Hated You.
It's definitely. This is like. You can
Oh
tell
my God,
she
thank
put
you.
a lot of emotion and she put a lot of work into this album, and it definitely shows because it's so different from what her usual like just regular pop stuff is.
The I Wish I Hated You, while I didn't love it like musically, I understand where she's coming from, and like it is deep. Like it was good.
Express notification.
Are we ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Did you say so?
I did say stuff I said in the beginning.
Imperfect for You.
I liked it. It sounded different, and it was
It did
cool.
sound different
I love that part.
because why?
It was more people.
More people on there. Great.
Was
I'm
it
glad we
actually?
established that.
It was good.
I think I like the songs best where she's being emotional and vulnerable and truthful and not trying to be fake deep and, reinventing the wheel, or she's working with other people who can like talk her through her ideas.
Yeah.
I think her ideas are good in the entire album. I think
Or
the
whoever
messages.
like was doing the music for the last ones, like they just were like very classic Ariana, like very old Ariana,
yeah.
and I was like, this just isn't like,
Yeah.
not with her whole outlook.
Right, where's the growth, guys? Where's
Yeah.
the growth? Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so now the last one in the original album, Ordinary Things.
Do you have anything to say
featuring-
for Imperfect for You?
I don't have anything to
Okay,
say.
so yeah, Ordinary.
Did
That
you even
one's
listen
so.
out?
Yeah, because I had to listen to it with him. Ordinary was very sweet. I liked.
Yeah.
I definitely preferred like the whole vibe and the idea of it, and especially when she like featuring her Nona was very
Yes,
cute.
yeah, exactly. I like that part. I like when she added that little tidbit in there. Ordinary Things. I think it's still another fake deep song. I think she's trying to reinvent the wheel here as well. I don't think it's working. That's for me personally. But the music was incredibly average. For this one. It was so mid. It was so average Ariana Grande, if that makes sense.
I think it was better than the first 5, but
Not good. It's good.
I feel like with this album, it's kind of like where people will look at a really deep album and they'll see like the Marshall Mathers LP where there's tons of skits and everything in between, and that's critical. So everybody feels like they have to put their own skits and like feature people talking in it, and that automatically makes it a good album. That was like very shown in Jack Boys 2, where the MC was talking, but it had no cohesiveness between the songs, and it was still just ended up sounding like slob.
I feel like that is like adding that, and not just interludes, but adding like talking and stuff like that is a really great tool to add dimension. But it's like the same thing if you just like glue like cardboard on a like white.
What a reference, folks!
Well, like it's like if
That's deep.
I'm talking like physical art, like it doesn't mean anything. Like can be a good tool, but you have to use it correctly.
Okay, so now we move into the deluxe track.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with this intro.
We actually
We skipped it because
Skipped it?
It was
we
like-
didn't.
Then
yeah.
let me
We
do my thing.
We
Let me
were
do my
like,
thing.
this sucks.
The extended version added nothing. Why did we extend it?
It's a whole minute long.
It's a whole minute longer, and there is no more substance. It's restating already earlier established part of the album. And I think if you look at it, this is one of the least viewed songs in the entire album, besides
Well,
Warm,
yeah.
which Warm was also not very good.
And
We did not
I
need
didn't
to
write
extend.
anything for Warm. That's how
Exactly. It's just
So can we
it's
skip
like
that?
lukewarm water, folks. Average.
No one drinks warm water.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, but the intro, again, I low-key, I didn't hate it. I liked the intro first time I heard it. As I re-listened to it in the car, it was like mid, but the extended version of the intro adds very, very little to the album. It just reaffirms already established themes, which I don't think is necessary because she's already shoving all the themes down your throat in all of the other songs in the album.
Twilight Zone. I like Twilight Zone because particularly in this album, because it was one of the songs that wasn't just about love, and it had like a different beat, and that was good.
this whole deluxe, I feel like I really liked the deluxe when it came out, but I feel like that was probably because it's so different than that, or not so different, but it's different than the album is. So it just switched it up, and that's just added points just because it was different, which is not something that should happen.
I feel like I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep saying stuff here. But I feel like this is the song in the album. When I heard it, this explains exactly what she's trying to portray through the entire album. Is this weird limbo state between like, it's not like I'm over you, it's so strange, I don't miss you. Not that I miss you, I don't. Like it's this weird limbo state which she doesn't address with other albums, which is why I think this is so experimentative and so her. Naturally, I think it explains that theme very well, but also shows your glaring weakness of not being very great with her words. There are some very obvious things she says. The last two lines in the song, "Can't believe you happened." Brilliant. Set off the fireworks. What does that even mean?
Imagine being like told that though, like. Someone you love just came up to you after you like broke up and being like, I can't believe it just happened.
Oh, I thought you meant it as like a compliment type thing.
Yeah, I thought it was like an overall like deja vu kind of situation. Like I can't believe it. It's like, oh wow.
I did not take it that way.
Oh, did you listen to the album? Did you listen to the album, folks?
I did have to.
We don't know.
Next song, Warm.
Skip.
No, we're skipping that one.
Okay. Next song, Dandelion. This is probably my favorite song on the entire album.
He said that about like 3 different songs.
I said that once about Supernatural, and I said
he
that.
said that about Truth. Oh wait, no, yeah.
Can't be cursing, man. This is a school project.
Dandelion was good. Yeah, I like the intro. So.
It's definitely. I want to say hip hop beat, but it's definitely not just a regular pop beat, you know.
Yeah. What did you like about the latter half of this album, the deluxe version? Is they're all like, maybe this is a personal preference, but they're all like meaty songs. They're all like 2:40 to like 3:30. They all have a good amount to do the classic arc of intro, then kind of poppy middle, and then kind of a smooth out. I like that. I like that in these, and I like that in Dandelion especially. It has a very good arc.
I would
to it.
say the deluxe version, it was just deeper, and I think it was, not to mention like the like music part of it was better. Like
Yeah.
overall, like it wasn't, you weren't just hearing the same song over and over again.
Why is that? Because they're longer songs. Heard it here first, folks.
Well, I have to say, like, I wouldn't say it's because they're longer songs. I would say like I wouldn't say it's directly because of that, but for this album, yeah. I was like, not, that's not a usual thing.
Moving on to the Past Life, the least streamed song on the entire album.
What did I say? I feel like that one was about self-awareness, and that's all I really had to say. It's kind of.
What do you have to say, Liam?
I think it's addressing more of her relationship with music and the music industry, which I think is it's a good point to make. But I feel like she addresses it in a lot of her other albums as well. I feel like it's a very common theme for her to make. So I feel like she's restating points that she's already made, which is why it's so not listened to. And I think, again, some of the lyrics in here, I'm more of a lyrical person. I listen to albums because I really enjoy going in depth into lyrics, and it's very hard when your like main lyric is just let the music confiscate my soul. What does that mean? What are we doing?
Nah. I mean, like, I want to say I understand that, but
let the music confiscate my soul. I think
like,
she's trying to say like it.
I like flow through me. I think would have been like a better way. Like, she wants to be a part of her music, and maybe she doesn't always feel that way. As we can see, like, this was her project, and maybe it wasn't her best work, but.
Last song, Hampstead, which appears to be a.
So Hampstead is the neighborhood in London that she stayed in while she was filming Wicked. And obviously she had a very deep and personal connection to the Wicked cast and the movie plus the Broadway show itself. It seemed like a very emotional time for her, and obviously she, like, a lot of people were worried about her, not just with her deep personal connection with Cynthia, but also her weight loss and how like different she looked after. So
I'm a little surprised this song is one of the least streamed in the album. I don't think it was a good way to end off the album. I think it was still a very middle of the album song, but I liked it. I liked it more than most of other songs.
Yeah.
Can I say, I find it weird to bring up the whole Wicked thing, because this deluxe released March 28, 2025, a whole year after nobody cared.
Yeah, so, but like that's again like what I was just saying. She was very invested into this Wicked thing, and she was still filming with the second act. Yeah, the second act's coming out.
Listen here, folks. He's not considerate.
My bad.
It doesn't matter to him. Doesn't mean it doesn't matter to anyone else. Think about that.
Also, apparently, the second act of Wicked is going to be better than the first act.
I didn't watch either, but I understand if you get invested in something, it's very easy, very hard to let that go. Personal experience. I was in Ireland for a month, and coming back from Ireland after that, making such good friends. And since these people from Ireland are all over the U.S., two of my best friends were from California. One was from Texas, one was from Florida. And there's no chance I'm getting to see them ever again. So I understand that being involved in something can get you very emotionally attached, which I appreciate that she and I connect that on a deep level in this song. So I feel like that's good. What's the wheel now? What's going on?
Okay,
First,
did I hear your finger? I'm sorry.
There you go.
Okay. First we gotta go around, give our rating 1 through 10. I think I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'm gonna grade it in two different ways. I think the original, I'm gonna say, is like a 3 because, like, it's not really my type of music. But the deluxe, I would say, is a 5. But it just didn't she can do better. I know she can.
What do you think the whole is? Because we have to put an average score.
A whole, I would say 4.
Can I do mine? Okay, thanks. she's trying to be fake deep in this, and I get it. I get what she's trying to say, and the message of the album as a whole is very interesting. She skips over this whole general part of her music for a reason, so that she can release something like this to go in depth in it. I like what she's trying to do. The album could have been a 7. Could have been a 7. It's a 5. It's just mid. It's just mid. She doesn't use the vocal range that she has. She makes very good pop songs, and I listen to her other songs.
Yeah.
You know, No Tears Left to Cry, not to name drop again. Fantastic song. I love it. The vocal range just is not used, and it's more emotional, and it's not what she's used to doing, so her target audience isn't really being hit, is what I think. So it's an average 5. It's not good. It's not bad. It has good parts to it. It also has bad parts to it.
All right, let's put those scores together and say
It's
5.
a 5 out of 10.
5. Mid. All right.
5.
5.
Average.
All right. So
10
now
out of 10.
Wait,
Don't
I
tap
need
the
to-
glass.
we were glazing. We were glazing.
You're going. It's the first day out.
All right. Hold on. Okay. So we're gonna spin the wheel for the next album.
Why am I in Kate Bush?
You picked it. I don't know.
Ooh.
When the sun goes down.
Wait, am I
Kenny
on this
says
one?
so.
I should be on this one. No. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am.
All right.
When the sun goes down, Kenny Chesney.
So we will see you guys then. This is Sound of Culture. Follow us on our TikTok, sound.of.culture.
Yeah.
Same thing for Instagram. See you guys later.
Type stuff.
Oh, also thank you to our guests.